According to a new poll conducted by Politico and Morning Consult, 49% of Donald Trump's voters believe that he, Donald Trump, actually won the popular vote in the 2016 election. Now, before I get into the reasons why they might believe this, it's important to point out once again that Donald Trump lost the popular vote by 3 million votes. That is not a talking point. That is a fact. That is a verifiable fact. You can go look it up. That is how many votes Donald Trump lost the popular vote by. But Donald Trump, since day one as president, has been telling us he would have won the popular vote had it not been for those 3 to 5 million illegal people voting in that election. That's what cost him the popular vote, and that's why half of his brain-dead voters think that he actually won the popular vote. Now, the popular vote itself is actually not required by the U.S. Constitution. The only vote that they require for the election of a president is the Electoral College. So basically, our votes as citizens of the United States don't even matter. And that's a disgusting part of the story that we'll save for another day. But for these 49% of Trump voters who think that this man absolutely won the popular vote, it shows you how far they've descended into madness and how successful Donald Trump has been with this big lie. There is no evidence whatsoever to suggest that 3 to 5 million illegal people voted in the United States election in 2016. In fact, there's not even evidence to show 1 million did, or 500,000, or 250,000, or 250,000. Voter fraud just simply isn't that widespread or common. Voter fraud is exceptionally hard to pull off, not to mention the consequences of doing so, which could land you in prison for 5 years, all for just the net gain of 1 vote. Voter fraud makes no sense when you think about actually committing it, looking at the consequences versus the benefits. It's one of the dumbest crimes out there, and yet there are still occasionally people who commit it. Regardless of that, Trump's voters have proven time and time again that there is no talking to them. There is no rationalizing with these people. You present them with facts and figures and statistics that are undeniable, and they still just look at you and say no. That's not a way to move this country forward. Certainly, we can't try to reach out to these people and make them see the light. As I've said before, there are some people in this country who are absolutely unreachable. And I do not think that any progressive or Democrat should be trying to have rational conversations with them. We shouldn't engage with them. We shouldn't let them on the air on our shows and, read their emails and respond to them. There's no point to it. It's like talking to a brick wall. You can make all the points you want, but at the end of the day, that brick wall is still going to be a brick wall. And that is exactly what Donald Trump's voters are. They are a wall separating the ignorant from the educated. And at this point, it's best to just leave them on the other side of it. If you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to help support Ring of Fire, go to patreon.com/TheRingOfFire, become a monthly patron to help support independent progressive media.